Blessings, my sisters and brothers, and I welcome you to the Law of One study channel. Here we share messages from the Confederation in service to our one infinite Creator, brought to us through conscious channeling of LL Research. I am Robert, your humble messenger of the Law of One, and it is my honor and privilege to share this message from QO with you. I am QO and am with this instrument at this time. We are most honored, as always, to be invited to your group to share the philosophy of the Confederation of Planets in the service of the Infinite Creator with each of you and with all those who may hear or read these words that we speak through each instrument today. We are honored to be able to utilize each instrument, for we realize it is a great deal of work and self-sacrifice that each instrument engages on a regular basis in order to maintain the ability to receive the thoughts, words, and images that we give each. As always, we ask those who will read these words or who will hear them to be diligent in their own discrimination, to determine for themselves which of these words may have a meaning for you at this time. For we know that not all words will hit home, shall we say. Leave behind those which do not find a home within your heart. In this way, we may speak without restrictions and share that which we have to share freely. At this time, we would ask if there is a query with which we may begin. Questioner: I have a question about the performing the balancing exercises, but first a quote. In 5.2, Ra says, "To begin to master the concept of mental discipline, it is necessary to examine the self. The polarity of your dimension must be internalized. Where you find patience within your mind, you must consciously find the corresponding impatience, and vice versa. Each thought that a being has in its turn an antithesis. The disciplines of the mind involve, first of all, identifying both those things of which you approve and those things of which you disapprove within yourself, and then balancing each and every positive and negative charge with its equal. The mind contains all things. Therefore, you must discover this completeness within yourself." So my question, QO, is, could you give us detailed instructions on precisely how to perform the balancing exercises alluded to by Ra in this quote? I am QO and am aware of your query, my brother. This query contains within it the key to becoming the one infinite creator. Each entity that is a conscious seeker of truth and wishes to discover the creator within, for within each entity does the creator now and forever reside. Your third density illusion is one which has the veil of forgetting permanently in place, so that each entity is not aware that the Creator is within, that the Creator is all that there is in this creation, and that each entity has access to the Creator through the utilization of what you may call the catalyst of its daily experience, the grists for the meal, the food that feeds the spirit. Thusly, you may see all of the experiences within your incarnation as having a certain flavor or potential to feed your spiritual growth according to how you have pre-incarnatively determined the lessons that you have to learn. We may suggest that as each of you does contain the Creator, then you contain all that the creation has made in the infinite universe. You contain completeness. And yet, in your conscious seeking for truth, this completeness does not yet exist. As you go through your daily round of experiences, you may notice that there are certain of those experiences, both positive and seemingly negative, both happy and sad, that continually come into view of the inner being that you are. That inner being then notices the variety of experiences that have moved your own inner being off of what you may call love and acceptance, unconditional love and acceptance. At the end of your day, it is well, therefore, to rest yourself, your mind, body, and spirit in meditation, and review the events of the day that provided you this food for growth, the catalyst of opposites that each may utilize to become more and more the one infinite Creator. For as you are able to make this catalyst and to work with it in a conscious fashion, you expand your own perception and experience of the nature of your being, until eventually you are what may be called a 360-degree being, containing all that there is in the creation, all that is composed of the positive and negative aspects of a catalyst that comes your way. For example, those of Ra use the catalyst of patience and impatience to demonstrate how this process is accomplished. If you have found yourself at some point in your day becoming impatient with yourself or with another person or with a situation that you wish would find its completion, you, in your mind, relive that situation that brought about the feeling of impatience. You magnify the lack of patience that you demonstrated when your patience was at its end, so that it is blown out of proportion into a great lack of patience, a tremendous impatience that calls forth from your inner being its opposite, calls to that portion of your being which has patience, which has known patience, which has become patient. And that patience then is also allowed to become the magnified equivalent or partner of impatience. Together they are filling your inner screen of perceptions, so that the great impatience is balanced with the patience that comes from understanding. Then you look at yourself as a portion of the Creator, that has now been expanded to a greater portion of the Creator, so that you feel that the patience and the impatience are utilized in a balanced fashion, to allow you to know more of yourself as the Creator, which allows the Creator to know more of itself through your experience. This is the product of this balancing, that which you call love or unconditional acceptance of yourself, for having these qualities of impatience and patience contained within your being, so that you may grow in a spiritual fashion. This is the means by which throughout your life experience you utilize all catalysts that comes your way to become more and more the one infinite Creator, more and more the creation, more and more your true self, that one which is in all. This is a journey of a lifetime, perhaps the journey of many lifetimes. For this process, the utilization of catalysts within your third density illusion is one which is infinite in potential, and yet can also become that which is the Creator within you now and forever.